Hey guys, welcome to Distance Inc. Today we're going to be doing a rundown of the new super fast Intrasquad Meet 2 by Bowerman Track Club. The interesting thing about this is, and we'll get onto this later in the video, it was actually foreshadowed by the random sub 13 they ran on the forested track at the Nike complex late last year. So we're going to look down into a little bit breakdown of the race, and then we're going to go back into the history behind some of the runners and Lopez and Mo in particular. So let's get it started. So this is the start of the race. They're literally just at a random track in Oregon, in Eugene. I don't know exactly where it is, but honestly, pretty wide open, but I don't think they were worried too much about wind or rain, even though it rains a shit ton in Oregon. But regardless, beautiful track, and we'll actually have some splits coming through here. So at the front, you have Ryan Hall, won 3,000 meter bronze in the Portland 2015 Indoor World Championships. And all of the splits that they're going to be speaking out here are probably 1 second ahead of, here you see 5th and 6th is Mo and Lopez. Woody's right behind Lopez, and Woody was the guy who ran the 12:58 low in that random 5,000 meters in the wooded track with Lopez and Matt Senchwitz earlier in the year. But as you'll see later, it's not his day today. So Ryan Hall in the lead, followed by Grant Fisher, Evan Jager with the man bun, and Ryan McGorty. So Grant and Ryan are really new. Hall's been a staple of the program, and Jager's been their world-class steeplechaser for this whole time. And now with that all run down, we're going to look into, I guess, the more important splits. If you actually do the math out to go sub 13 pace, and I'm sure they were about shooting for this, you have to go through the 1600, oh, a little past it there. You have to go through the 1600 and exactly 39.8. Sorry. I was half a lap ahead there. You go through in 409.2. So they passed right down there, front went about in 409, back came through in about 410. So they're spot on so far. But this is not the concerning part of the race at all. If we start skipping forward, we'll have people drop off eventually. Woody and the new Bowerman recruit are hanging off the back. Grant now took the lead over Ryan Hall, who is back a ways probably at this point with Derek, Chris Derek, and there they are coming around the turn back there. They're just trying to get like a 3,000 meter workout into this space. Ryan Hall's rigging super hard. He was like, I'll just like bring him through like maybe what 2K 2,500 like as fast as we can possibly go, and then you hand it off to Grant, who honestly, I wish he'd gotten this training a little bit earlier because he's looking like an absolute monster now. 13:11 directly behind McGorty at Intrasquad 1 is just awesome. So here we go. We're going through, I believe, 3,000. We'll listen in. 46. That's their 3K. Which means you're coming up to 3,200, which is our 2 mile, just short of our 2 mile. And if we want that to be spot on, it should be it should be mid, what, 8:18? Mid 8:18. So they actually suck here, but look at this. This is the pole, if you see the pole right here. The white pole underneath the black tent, they've already passed it. 8:18.5, 8:18.4 is the exact pace. So they're ahead of it. They've pulled ahead by like a second, maybe half a second, but they're rolling now. One dropout off the back of the pack on the other corner. Not surprising at all. But like I said, Derek and Hall just finished up 3,000 meters, and that's the workout for the day. That's, I mean, even when people inside of your group can't pull off that much. And now literally, Grant only got a few laps in, and now he has to pull off. And you'll see the funny thing coming up about this is your world-class steeplechaser, he should have gone sub-8 when he fell over in Paris, is only out front for 200 meters. Down to Jagger, down to Evan Yeager, and now he's gone. He pulls off like 20 meters early. He's gone. Now this is where we're going to pause for the first time. 9:19. Mo and Lopez. Besides Senchwitz, who is now just training on his own, these two were in the last Superfast 5000 at the Nike track in the woods. So if we want to look at some of our splits, they just went through 3,600. 9:19.5 is about what I got. This is 7.5 seconds up on their breaking 13. We'll show a clip of it later on, but when you looked at Mo led through 4,600. He led through 4,600 at breaking 13. So he was on this pace. He was pacing it through, although I'm sure he was going pretty deep. But holy crap, like he's 7.5 seconds ahead of that pace. It's absolutely absurd. And Lopez too. Lopez was actually racing that race, and he's 7.5 seconds ahead. And as we fast forward, we'll see that come into play.
America's best. 9:19. Just the 9th American to break 13.
We're coming close to 10 minutes.
So close last September. Now 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go. This is the final straightaway, 800 to go. And Mo looks at it, and you said this interview afterwards. He's like, wow, I just need under 2 minutes for the last 800. It's that easy. And he starts pumping. Lopez looks fine right now. Like, Lopez looks pretty good, okay? But Mo is flying. Like, this is nuts. He's kicking his butt, like, literally still kicking his butt. This is beautiful. 100 meters. 10, 15 meters of separation is absolutely absurd. We're going to pause at 600 because I want to show you this. That's Mo at 600. This is Portland 5000 2019 in the dark. This race, you have Amos Baltimore, ex-Georgetown guy that's improved a ton just by trying, I guess, when even harder when he got to the pro ranks. But there we go. All right, way too loud. But we got Amos leading this. He's in the blue and green kit of the Nike split vertical kit. And as you see right behind him, Mo, Lopez, Woody Kincaid, Matt Senchwitz. I already showed you the splits that we went through, so we're going to fast forward. This is Mo still leading. Do you know what they're coming? They're coming around to 4,200, 2 laps left. So this is going to parallel what we just saw in the other video. Okay, this is 800. Listen to the call. Yeah, Mo's moving, but he still looks really relaxed. Just under 11. Just under 11 flat. That's, once again, oh, I can just run 2 flat and I can be under it. But he's not even racing this race, okay? This is when everybody thought he was in insane shape, but as I pointed out earlier, he went through 4,000 like 7 seconds ahead of pace. That's not even close to what you think you could get. Like, we think right now he's going almost all out. He trains with all of the other Bowerman guys. He's all with them all the time. But holy crap, if he can sustain what he's about to put right down without actually trying that hard, and then he gets in a good race and he goes 10 seconds faster through these late splits, he is going to pull off at the end of this straightaway If I pause the video, I will give you his splinter, and it's almost identical to Lopez's, and he almost trips there. Like, he's just trying to get out of the way of his teammates. Like, holy crap. He runs on the grass. Look at him. Oh, hop over. There we go. They go through 12 flat. He paced one of the fastest 5,000s we've ever seen in American soil through 4,600. Like, really? 92% of the race? You go through 3K, like, that's expected. The women, that's all they do. They go through 3K. That's all he got today. He got Grant Fisher through 3K, and he got a little bit extra through 3,200 from Evan Jaeger. No, he went 12 flat through that. But that's not what's crazy. Like I said, if you go through, he was still leading here. 4,200, 4,600, he's 9 seconds, 10.9 seconds ahead. Like, that's not even, if you're running 13 flat pace, like, that's when you expect to rig if he's already shown that before. But no, he apparently wasn't even trying when he was pacing this earlier race. All right, we're gonna watch this last 600. This is beautiful. And I want you to pay attention to the last lap. I have this split down, but if you remember, Lopez hit the bell lap in the Portland race ahead of Woody. Woody had to catch up and then go wild and beat Lopez by 2 seconds. And Lopez isn't doing that bad yet. He ends up actually rigging. He runs like a mid-60 for those last 400. But oh my god. Like, he just went 59.
With a lap to go.
And he just closes. And there you have Woody and I think Jake just yelling on at him. And Lopez is hurting right now. He's rigging. He's just tying up super hard. But it's hilarious. I feel bad for him. And the thing is, it sucks a little bit. Lopez didn't get Woody's time. But Lopez is amazing. And the difference with Lopez, and what I'm assuming Mo can do too, is they can run a championship meet. They can go 13:10 pace and then close it hard. As they've said this before, Jerry Schumacher is always like, you have to get to the end to use your speed. You have to get there. And that's what they did for Mo. Lopez couldn't hold on. Lopez rigged, but it's better to actually go for it, and he got, what, 3 more seconds PR? Here we go. Mo's bringing it in. He knows it's... Oh my god, look at him. 12:47. Number 10 all time. Jerry might not let them race in a normal race ever again after this year. He barely did. He was setting up. I mean, great job by Lopez, honestly. Great job. He was setting them up races in like indoor Washington, even in outdoor. The only time they'd actually race is when they went over overseas. But oh my god, after this year and what they've shown, he might never let him race again. All right, Lopez tied up super hard. He lost 2.5 seconds on the first lap, and then he was 9.5 seconds back on the last one. But here's the thing: this is Woody's in the breaking 13 in the video I showed you earlier. Lopez closed in a 66, which sucks. That sucks for Lopez. But Mo ran solo what basically Woody had to do to catch up to Lopez in the other video. So I'm going to show you Woody's to just top off how much he had chasing and how crazy it is that Mo beat him by almost 11 seconds, 10.9 seconds. And right here, he kept that gap. To close in a 57 mid, he kept the gap. And he just tore it open the mile before that. Absurd. So congrats to Mo. I'm glad he actually had this. Everybody's yelling at him, giving him hugs. I mean, they all got tested before this, thank God, or else you'd have coronavirus running rampant through Bowerman. But last lap, Woody's behind 5, 7, you could say 10 meters at one of these points, but they're just blasting nuts music. Like, why do you have this on the stream? The voice is super hazy, but like this is like classic runner space. It's still good. It doesn't matter. And he's nowhere closer. He's like, I should close it a little bit. 250 left. Matt looks chill, but Matt never looks like he's rigging. he tries, like, he really, really likes this, but they're finally closing on Lopez, and that's going to get him too. But Lopez blowing up here, not really blowing up. Okay, like, he lost like 2 seconds. Lopez blowing up when he had to follow Mo out 10 seconds faster. That hurts. 66 final lap. Fucking brutal, but he got the PR out of it, so great job. Woody bringing it home. Mo's 7 seconds done at this point. He's jogging it in over here. He's like, yeah, I'll see you in 6-7 months. I'll just run the same exact thing. Don't worry. Great job, Mo. Congrats, Woody. Again, great race. Lopez, you held in there, man. That's super tough. That's not easy. I applaud you. All right. Thanks for checking out the analysis, guys. If you have anything else that you want me to look into, hopefully we get some real races in the future, and we don't have to just depend on Intrasquad races. I like looking into everything. 800 marathon, maybe a 400 in there at some point, but anything with good tactics or anything absolutely insane like this. So once again, congrats to Mo. That's number 10 all time. Great job.